I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Jean with Divanation Entertainment. Listen, I want to thank you so much for coming back and joining me again this week. As promised, I told you I would be in the kitchen with Miss Venus Gray, who is owner of Cakes by Venus. Venus, thank you so much for joining me on Let's Talk with Divanation.
Thank you for inviting me.
I tell you, this is an honor and a pleasure to be in your kitchen with you, looking at your most beautiful decorated cakes. And I'm trying to figure out, I actually went online to look at your cakes, and they are all beautiful, I must say. They are beautiful. And there are some I'm going, how did she do that? You know, particularly you have this one, the Thomas the Train cake. It was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Really, it is so beautiful, and it actually looked like Thomas was going to go down the little, down the little hill. And I'm thinking, I'm like, hold up, Thomas, man, we want to get some of that. So, but listen, it is a true pleasure to be here with you. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing it professionally for 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
But I've been baking forever.
Okay.
So for, I would say, about 13 years, I actually discovered, hey, that cake tastes good, and maybe I can bake it for other people. And so it started that way, me baking pound cakes and cakes for Christmas and different things like that. So that's how it started.
Really? Okay.
And then when I discovered I could actually decorate,
right, that
was an awe for me, because at first I started out with paper, to be honest with you. I do roses with paper, and I was like, I wonder if I could do fondant roses. And then it started from there, and it kind of grew that way.
Right.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, if you are a baker and you can taste and like your own cakes, then you're onto something.
Yeah.
You're onto something.
Yes.
Now let me tell my audience members this. Don't let this smock fool you, because I'm not a baker. This is all Miss Venus. So, but I tell you what, if you need a box cake, if there's a box cake on the market that you like, call me. We can get it done. Otherwise, contact Venus for the real deal, for the real cakes. Okay.
Yes.
Before we get started, Venus, I always put my guests on the spot a little bit. So I want to let people know how I met you. And of course, I met you at the Bethel Baptist Ministries some years ago. So for those of you who do not know Venus, Venus is a singer also. Yeah, you thought I wasn't going to tell them, right?
Yeah.
This girl can blow. So yeah, I remember those days. And I would see you up on that choir, and you would just glow, and you were just beautiful. Can rag, y'all know we say the rag word, girl clothes just ragging, and the shoes glittering, and jewelry glittering, and up there, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, just beautiful. So my question to you is, do you sing to your cakes?
I sing while I'm baking my cake.
I imagine that.
I do. I must confess, because when you are a singer or you play an instrument, it's just in you.
Yeah.
And I'll put my headphones in, and I'm going for it.
So let's see. Do you have a specific song for your cakes, like "Let It Rise"?
Girl, no. Listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
What?
All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of those groovy tunes.
Okay, groovy tunes. Keep it going. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about what you are decorating today.
Okay. Today, I'm decorating a baby shower cake.
Okay.
It is for a lady at my job who's having a girl.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, they did pay me for my cake. And they love my cake.
That's a clue. You got to pay for your cake.
Pay for it. It ain't free. But, yeah, so they do love my cakes. And I'm glad to be there, because anytime they have an event, they'll think of me.
Right.
So, I'm glad. But, yes, this is a baby shower cake.
Okay. So, let's talk about preparations for a cake, such as, a baby shower cake. So, how do we prepare for that? How do you get prepared for that?
Okay. Usually what I do for my cakes is that I have to, every day I have certain days that I do certain things. So I may come in on Wednesday, depending on what day it's supposed to be done, I'll come in and do all my baking.
Okay.
So all my cakes are prepared before I decide to decorate it.
Okay.
So I don't bake and decorate the same day.
Right, okay.
Everything will melt off, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Or it won't be
Yeah.
nice. You know,
My grandmother used to do that. My grandmother was a baker, and she would probably start baking on Wednesday or Thursday, but she wouldn't do her icing and stuff to the day of. So but I never understood that concept. Okay,
because it has to be fresh.
It
has to be fresh. Like I did prepare my icing today.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, because you want everything to be fresh.
Okay. Okay.
And that's the main thing. My cakes are fresh.
Okay.
So like I said, I do all my baking one day, then the next day I prepare my icing and my fondant. Okay.
Now let me ask you this, and this is from somebody who does not know anything about baking. Do you leave your cakes out on the table, the counter? Because you wouldn't refrigerate anything like this.
No, I don't. Because and some people do. Some people freeze, some people refrigerate. Okay. I don't like hard cake. Okay. All my cake is moist. Okay. And if it's certain kinds of cakes, I'll put them in the cake plate and let it seal, because all my cakes are moist. I don't like people to say my cake is dry, which I've never heard. Right. I've never heard that, and I don't want to ever hear that. So I don't refrigerate because of that. Yeah. That's why I try to do everything fresh. Yeah, I've had dry cake, and I tell you, it's kind of like eating a brick. It is. You know, so and I don't like that. Okay. So let's get started. Let's just go ahead and show the audience what we're going to do to prepare for the baby shower cake. So first step first, and I'll follow suit. Okay. And so what I've done already, I pre-prepared certain things out of fondant, and I'll let you taste my fondant because I make my own. I don't buy it because it's disgusting. I don't like it. Real cook. Yeah. So I do prepare my own fondant. But what I have done is I did some baby shoes for the baby shower cake. Okay. And putting on gloves. We're putting on gloves. Yes, right. We do practice sanitary. Like it's candy. Yeah. So, and you know what? That's good, because when I see you put your gloves on, I can trust you, because I be seeing people do stuff with their hands. I don't want you to touch my cake. Yeah. So I appreciate that. I wouldn't give you something I don't eat. Absolutely. So, I like that too. I don't eat something from some people. Anyway. So I did prepare a little baby shoe. Oh, look at there. Little baby booty and the bottom of it. And really, whenever I put these together, it doesn't take anything to really put it together, just water. Okay, wow. It's sealed. Wow. So, and this one I did do a few minutes ago so that it could actually dry. Okay. And so what we're going to do with this is put it on. Okay. So what is the drying time for something like that? Usually it takes a day or two, but I do have something that helps dry it faster. Okay. So if I know I have to have a cake at a certain time. You know, some people call me last minute, which I don't always do, but sometimes you'll make the exception. I'll make the exception, so I need something to help it dry. Okay, great. So sometimes I use a substance to help it dry faster. Okay, great. So in this case, that's what I did. I did, have something to help it dry a little faster. And it's still fondant, so it will break. You still have to be careful with it. Okay. But, and I pre-prepared a little flour as well. Look at that. That is a little peony. And I'll put the peony on the cake as well. Okay. Now, this is not edible. Everything's edible. It's edible? All of this is edible. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So my peony flour is edible. The little baby shoes are edible. But that's why I eat the baby shoes. Girl, that stuff in their mouth. You can't eat the baby shoes. But one thing I can't do is make a baby. Oh, okay. I can't do that. So please don't ask me to make a baby cake. You can't do it yet. There's so many tutorials out there. It's not that I can't. Right. I won't. Okay. Because I just feel bad about people cutting into a baby. I understand. I understand. I understand that. So just in here, just don't ask. Yeah, don't ask. But other than that, I did do my baby shoes, and I have, what I do is I cut out little flowers like this with parchment paper. Okay. Because I put it on top of the fondant, cut it out, and just decorate. Okay, great. With the little flowers, so I do that as well. Okay. And so I also have this big thing because I don't sit there and just cover my cakes with fondant. I use stuff like this. Okay. And what is that particularly? What is that? This is just I forget what you call this thing. But it's the bag.
The bag. So you're going to put like the icing or some sort of...
The icing goes in here.
Okay.
This is the bag that I use. But this particular little tool right here helps tremendously when you're talking about frosting a cake.
Okay, great. Okay.
I don't sit there and just...
Absolutely. We don't do the thing where we used to take the knife or the little butter knife or, you know, and you're sitting there going back and forth. Okay.
This is my favorite friend. Okay. And this is my favorite friend. Okay. Because it does make it easier as timing-wise to actually put the frosting on the cake. Okay. And so we're going to frost this cake.
Okay, great. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So... Yeah, go for it. Okay. And what's most interesting is that you have to be prepared. You have to have everything laid out. How long is your prepping time?
I would say the prepping time probably takes about 15 and 20 minutes. Okay. Mainly because I've done it for so long that I now know kind of what I'm doing. I'll come home, I'll take my shoes off right there, and put my apron on and go to work.
Go to work. Okay, great. So my thing is, because I'm learning here, guys, how important is it for measurements? How do you know the amount of sugar or the amount of whatever your ingredients are? How do you measure?
I don't.
Really? You guesstimate.
I've done it for so long.
Really?
I go by what I have always done.
Okay.
I don't veer from the products. I don't veer from the amount that I put in, but I just know what to measure.
Know. Okay.
Yes, I've done it for so long. I do the same thing.
Now, Venus, for somebody like me, you know, my man might be looking. How do I know how much sugar or how much flour, or is it the size of the cake? Does that matter?
It doesn't matter the size of the cake, because I only prepare for, let's say, a 9-inch, even though I may be doing a family size cake. I still prepare for a 9-inch.
Okay.
And then I go back then prepare for a 9-inch.
Yeah.
Because anytime you just add more stuff because it's more cake, it's going to taste different. Okay. It's going to taste different whether it's in a different oven. It tastes different whether, you know, the temperature inside your house is different. So it's very important that everything is the same.
I never knew that. I never knew the temperature of your home would affect the taste or the turnout of your cake.
It does. It
that
actually
is interesting.
Does. And actually noise makes a difference too.
Really?
And believe it or not, because my husband is a bass player and he is a teacher and he teaches students, we have to switch off. So it's like, are you going to be doing this while I'm doing this?
Yes, right.
So because noise makes a difference when you're baking.
Okay, wow. Well, that means I can't bake at my house at all. That's never going to happen. This is quite interesting. And believe it or not, I'm really excited because this is the closest, other than my grandmother. And I was never really in the kitchen with her when she baked. I always came when it was done, you know. So being here and to actually see how this all transpires and takes place, I'm excited.
Well, get excited because we are about to frost this cake.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So, and this is a 9-inch, I would say square.
Yeah. This is our most of us just call it a quarter sheet. Okay. So yeah, it's about 9 by 13. Okay. And I have made it a double because I can't stand to get a cake from like Walmart or something. I don't like that. I think people like to eat cake.
Okay. So, and I hope you all can see the beautiful color, the golden color of this cake. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't think my oven would turn out like that. It probably would be a little bit burnt. So.
You know, one day I did try to bake cakes in my oven, and my mother stays next door, so I put cakes in her oven, and they burnt. Ooh. Because even though it's the same temperature, it's still a little hot.
Yeah, the climate is different.
So it's very, very different when you're baking. But I'm gonna get a square palette for this cake. Really quick.
She's going to go and grab a square palette. And listen, I hope you all are enjoying this as we are preparing to make a baby cake. baby shower cake, to be exact. And so she's gone over the tools that she uses. Take notes if that's something you want to do. Now, we are not giving her recipe out, but if you are a baker and maybe perhaps, she's shown some things that you didn't know, please take note to that. And of course, you will know how to get in touch with Venus to put your order in. We've got the holidays coming up. I'm sure there will be more baby showers. I'm pretty sure some of you will be getting married next year.
Yes.
Hint, hint, hint.
I love weddings.
Okay, and so, this is the lady that we're going to support. I'm all about women in business. You all know that. That's why I'm here. And so we will be supporting Cakes by Venus in any way possible.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right.
So if you can hand me that board.
Okay.
Anytime you're putting a cake on a board,
okay,
it'll slide.
Okay.
So what I do is put frosting on the actual board.
Huh.
So that it doesn't slide.
Okay. For those of you, if you didn't get that, if you're using a board to maneuver your cake, Venus actually puts a little icing on the board, and that keeps it from moving.
It does.
Cool.
So that's what we do with that. And then I'm going to put this cake. You can kind of just slide it off.
Okay, you got it. I don't want to touch it because I don't want to mess the baby cake
You
up.
got gloves on.
Okay.
You don't be afraid of the cake either.
Okay.
I'm
afraid of the cake.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I used to be afraid of cake as well, but one thing I discovered is you can carve that baby.
Okay.
And keep it
moving. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's my kind of thing. Okay.
All right. So you see how it's kind of got a hump here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna get to take that hump out.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Don't be afraid of carving cake either. So I'm gonna get my knife real quick.
Okay. She's going to get her knife, and then we will be putting the icing on, but we're going to see how we're going to remove this nice hump first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I also have tools for that.
Okay.
But all you do is just kind of slice it because you want it to be more even than anything.
See me, I would have never known that. I would just start icing immediately. I would have never noticed the hump. And that's why we have expert cake bakers.
Get rid of that stuff.
Okay.
Because you don't need it. Nobody wants to eat it anyway.
Okay. It's just kind of like, one of the questions I want to ask you, Venus, while you're preparing this. Do you have a special cake for diabetics? People that probably can't have sugars or salts or anything. Do you prepare any kind of cakes for those people?
I have not discovered a way to do that yet, even though that is something I'm looking at because I'm a diabetic.
Okay.
So that is something that I'm looking for is a good recipe that doesn't have those unnatural sugars in it because those unnatural sugars aren't good for you.
Right. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to enjoy cake at some point. And, it's unfortunate that you do have people with diabetes, high blood sugars, what have you. Exactly. And they can't enjoy this. Now, for me, somebody like, trying to stay consistent with her diet, every now and again I cheat. I have my little cheat day and stuff, but it's, just kind of eating in moderation. But I would love to see a recipe where we're not getting the high sugars.
Right. And I am working, that is something I'm working on for as far as a good recipe. I have not found that yet, but I do have had people that cannot eat dairy. Okay. So I've actually done a wedding cake to where it had no dairy in it.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was good. It was just as good as a regular cake.
Okay,
So
we'll have to try that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to
try it.
All right,
so we are ready for the icing.
We're ready for the icing.
Okay.
This is the most simple way to apply icing.
Beautiful. Okay, so it's just simply squeezing out of that bag.
That's it.
And just going across. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, I hope you all can see that. Wow.
It doesn't take forever, and you just twist the bag to get it out. Okay. But it's the easiest way to apply icing.
Absolutely beautiful, and it looks delicious already.
And it's going to taste delicious. But,
Wow.
This is the easiest way.
Okay, well, you be sure to tell the lady to send me a piece of the cake since I helped.
Of her cake.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually going to do... We're going to do a couple of cupcakes.
Oh, okay.
So you can take some of that with you, and you're going to do some cupcakes.
Okay.
so I can show you exactly how to decorate.
Okay.
But now that we have that on there, all you do once you put your icing down,
okay,
is smooth it out.
Voila, that's it.
That's it.
Okay, I love that tool.
Yes.
And is that something you probably can get at the dollar store?
You can get this at Walmart or any baking store.
Okay.
Hobby Lobby is one of my favorite stores. Michael's one of my favorite stores.
Okay.
But they do sell that.
Okay.
And again, this is the easiest way to ice a cake.
Okay.
So that's my first layer. And once I put my second layer on there.
Okay. And then you just kind of go around and you fix the edges up, or do you have something special that you're putting on the edges?
Well, what I do for the edges is cut them off.
Oh.
So once I apply the second layer, which we'll go ahead and do that.
We'll go ahead and do that. And I want to look as if I'm doing something here pertaining to this cake decorating. So, okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut this.
We're going to cut this off.
Okay. I dare not. I'm not going to touch that.
You know what? I have something to make it easier. Okay. And I'm going to let you do it.
Okay. Well, I spoke a little too soon. So I'm going to be able to take the top layer, which I don't see a hump. Not that I would recognize it, but I don't see it. But we're going to.
You're going to see a hump.
Oh.
This is my salt.
Okay.
And like I said, I love to use tools.
Okay.
To make my life easier.
Okay.
And so we're going to put that cake on parchment paper.
Okay.
So you can see exactly where the hump is. So you want to place that cake on this parchment paper?
Please don't break in the name of Jesus. Okay, there it is.
See?
Good.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
See? Can you see the hump now? Sort of. Right?
Maybe. Just a little bit. Maybe up at that area. Okay.
So what we're going to do is turn this around. Somebody knocking on my door? We're going to turn this way.
Okay.
Move this parchment paper out of the way. And,
oh, you just kind of come across. Okay.
Do it that way.
Okay.
Just kind of saw the cake. And it'll show you that there actually was a hump.
You know what? I think I probably would have been better. Me, the saw is a little scary. I think I would have used a knife. Just because the saw looks just a little scary for me. So. But I did. Okay. But that was easy.
That was really simple.
Okay.
And if you want to go back over it just to make sure that it's even.
Okay.
Just go back over it.
Okay. Okay.
And
I like that. I like that.
That's pretty much easy.
Yeah. I think I would have been more comfortable with a knife.
With the knife.
Yeah. Okay.
But either way, there's different tools to use to make it even.
Okay.
Okay. So
all
what
right.
we're gonna do is we're gonna put that cake on top of this.
Okay. And so you go ahead and okay. And so as you can see, we just sawed the cake, but it's still together. Only God knows how. Okay. And so
so then you just take the excess icing off of it before we're gonna take the edges off.
Okay. So I guess on any given day, time-wise, what is the average time that it takes to bake? This is a 9-inch quarter sheet cake. Time. Does it take 45 minutes to bake, an hour to bake?
It takes about I would say 45 minutes to an hour to bake.
Okay.
But as far as preparation, that takes the longest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the preparation takes the longest. But in this case, you know, once you, and mind you, usually I take these edges and
I see that
let my children eat them.
I see that now, and I may sneak me a little piece in there. So,
but don't ever be afraid to carve a cake.
Okay, and I see how that is turning out. So these are things that I never knew because, of course, you know, I'm not a baker, but this is very interesting.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do is just take the edges off.
Okay, okay. I hope you guys were able to see that. And again, you know, Venus will have her information going across the screen, and if you have questions for her, if you are a baker or maybe you're just wanting a specific cake done, she will be here to take care of that for you.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this cake.
Okay.
But I thought it would be interesting to allow you to go ahead and do some decorating.
Okay.
Just to show you how easy it is just to do a cupcake.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So, and what will happen is I'm going to decorate my cupcake. Venus is going to finish this cake, and you will see the end product. So we'll do it that way.
Okay.
So you just go ahead and get me started on my cupcake and what I'm going to do, and then you finish yours, and then we'll just bring this back, and then they can see what it looks like when it's done. All right.
We'll do that.
Okay. So stay tuned. We will be right back with the finished product. Thank you so much.
I came to win, to fight, to conquer,